All right, here are some more word problems. And these are going to require a couple different steps and maybe some more steps. So they will require multiplication, addition, or subtraction. So keep that in mind while we're solving these. All right, so this first one, I want you to try it on your own first. Over the summer, Kate earned $180 each week for 7 weeks. Of that money, she spent $375 on a new computer and $137 on new clothes. So how much money did she have left? At the end of all that, how much money did she have left? Try that one on your own. All right, so we know that she earns $180 each week for 7 weeks. So to get the total amount of money that she had to start with, I'm going to do 180 times 7, okay? I know I'm going to need to do that. And then of that money, she's going to spend $375 of it and $137 of it. So then we want to know how much at the end she has. All right, so I'm going to take 180 times 7. 0 times 7 is 0. 8 times 7 is 56. Carry my 5. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 5 more gives me 12. So she had $1,260 to start with. But then she's going to spend $375. All right, let's just get rid of that. She's got $885 now, and now she's going to spend $137 on new clothes. $748 left, and that's what they wanted to know, how much she had left. So we figured out how much she had because she earned $180 for 7 weeks, so we figured that out. Then we took away the $375 of the computer, and then we took away the $137 of the new clothes. Now what I could have done was I could have added 375 and 137 and then taken that away from 1,260, her original amount, but I just decided to subtract them one at a time. It doesn't really matter how you approach solving it as long as you get the correct answer. All right, now this one's got a lot going on. So take it one step at a time. I'll read it twice for you. Sylvia weighed 8 pounds when she was born. By her first birthday, her weight had tripled. By her second birthday, she had gained 12 more pounds. At that time, Sylvia's father weighed 5 times as much as she did. What was Sylvia and her dad's combined weight? So when Sylvia was 2, what was their combined weight? I'm going to read it again. Sylvia weighed 8 pounds when she was born. By her first birthday, her weight had tripled. By her second birthday, she had gained 12 more pounds. At that time, Sylvia's father weighed 5 times as much as she did. What was Sylvia and her dad's combined weight? Try that one on your own. All right, so I'm going to make kind of like a little chart. So at birth, she was 8 pounds. And LB is just a abbreviation for pounds. When she was 1, she weighed 3 times that. So 8 times 3, so she was 24 pounds. When she was 2, she had gained 12 more pounds. So 24 plus 12, well, I know that that's 36 pounds. All right, so we know that Sylvia weighs 36 pounds at age 2. Now they're telling us that at that time, Sylvia's father weighed 5 times as much as she did. All right, so Dad is 36 times 5. All right, and they want to know how much Sylvia and her dad's combined weight is. All right, so Sylvia's 36 pounds at age 2, and Dad is 36 times 5. So let's solve for Dad. 6 times 5 is 30. Put my 0, carry my 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 more is 18. And I have 180 pounds for Dad. So Dad is 180 pounds, and Sylvia's is 36. So I'm going to do 180 plus 36. And I'm going to get 216 pounds for them together. So what I did was I tracked her weight from birth to age 2, used all their clues, and then I used that to figure out how much her dad weighed, and then I combined their weights together to get my final answer. All right, so here's another one. 3 boxes weighing 128 pounds each and 1 box weighing 254 pounds were loaded onto the back of an empty truck. A crate of apples was then loaded onto the same truck. If the total weight loaded onto the truck was 2,000 pounds, how much did the crate of apples weigh? Go ahead and try that one on your own. All right, so I know that there's 3 boxes that weigh 128 pounds. Okay, I'm just gonna draw these. 128 pounds. And then there's another box that weighs 254 pounds. That's my big box. Okay, they're going onto the back of the truck. So that's all that's on there. Now we're gonna load a crate of apples. All right, so now I've got this big crate of apples and I have no idea how much it weighs, but I know that in total this is 2,000 pounds. So I want to know how much the apples weigh. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and figure out how much these boxes weigh first. So I know I have 3 128s, so I'm going to go ahead and take 100 times 3 plus 20 times 3 plus 8 times 3, 300 plus 60 plus 24, and I get 384 pounds for those 3 boxes. And all I did was use the distributive property to do 128 times 3. And then I got to add this 258 pound box plus 5. And I have 638 pounds before the apples. Okay, so all the boxes weigh 638 pounds, but in total, everything weighs 2,000 pounds. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 2,000. Take away 638 to find out how much those apples weigh, because they have to weigh the rest of it. So making sure I'm borrowing properly. And I get 1,362 pounds for the apples. So what I did here was I drew a picture to help myself represent what was going on. I knew that there was 3 boxes that each weighed 128 pounds, and then there was one that weighed 254 pounds. Then there was this big old crate of apples. They tell me that in total it's 2,000 pounds, so they want to know how much the apples weigh. I figure out how much these boxes weigh together, and then I subtract from 2,000. All right, one more problem. In 1 month, Charlie read 814 pages. In the same month, his mom read 4 times as many pages as Charlie, and that was 143 pages more than Charlie's dad read. What was the total number of pages read by Charlie and his parents? I'm going to read that one more time. In 1 month, Charlie read 814 pages. In the same month, his mom read 4 times as many pages as Charlie, and that was 143 pages more than Charlie's dad read. What was the total number of pages read by Charlie and his parents? If I were you, I would draw out some sort of chart like this to help you. Go ahead and try that on your own. All right, so they're telling us that Charlie started off reading 814 pages. Mom reads 4 times as many as that. So 814 times 4. And this is 143 pages more than dad read. So dad is mom, take away 143, since they're saying that that's 143 pages more than Charlie's dad read. We want to know what the grand total is. Well, that means I got to figure out how many pages everybody read. So Charlie, we know, is 814. Mom read 4 times as much. So I have 800 times 4 plus 10 times 4 plus 4 times 4. 3,200 plus 40 plus 16, and I end up with 3,256 pages for Mom. She must have been reading some really good books if she read that many pages. And then Dad read 143 pages less. So let's take away 143. Well, Charlie's parents seem to know some really good books, and so does Charlie. All right, 3,133 for Dad. I'm sorry, 3,113. So they want to know how many they read all in total? Well, I'm going to take 3,256, 3,113, and 814 and add all that together. And I get 7,183 pages. All right, you're going to practice some very similar word problems on your own now, so I hope you have fun with that.